So what's the solution with this issue of haram? Once in a while we hear people talking, this is haram, this is haram, especially in the West when people are confused about meats, confused about financing and issues of mortgage and all of this. Always have a reference. You have a family doctor, you have a lawyer, you have an accountant, you go to do your taxes, you go check, with consultants for financial planning. Every Muslim, the solution, every Muslim should have a reference. A reference meaning someone they trust, someone who has gained the knowledge of the deen. Because in this ummah there should be people who have dedicated themselves to learn the deen, as Allah says in chapter 9, فَلَوْلَا نَفَرَ مِنْ كُلِّ فِرْقَةٍ طَائِفَةٌ مِّنْهُمْ لِيَتَفَقَّهُوا فِي الدِّينِ وَلِيُنذِرُوا قَوْمَهُمْ إِذَا رَجَعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَحْذَرُونَ. Let there be a group of people within communities who are dedicated to learning the deen and the details and the sources and what we call the adillah, the proofs, and from the Quran, from the tradition, from the understanding of the scholars. Not understanding only what the Quran says in the hadith. You need to understand how this ayah came, asbab al-nuzul, the reason why this ayah was revealed, and why this hadith was said, when was it said, to whom it was said. Prophet would say something to someone and something else to someone else. The same question but different answer, because of the context, because of the different things, backgrounds that we're not aware because of the text. The text doesn't say it. And then you have the scholars who understood and compare different texts, said, oh, this happened because the Prophet said this before he said that, or there was so and so and then he said so and so. So this is why you need people who are dedicated. Internet can be very dangerous. You may find the answers for your question, but not necessarily your answer, although your question is the same as the other question. The people we can trust are the people who have knowledge. فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Ask the people of the dhikr, meaning the book, the knowledge of the book and what came with it. أَلَا إِنِّي أُوتِيتُ الْكِتَابَ وَمِثْلَهُ مَعَهُ. I was given the book and something with it. Scholars have said something is the understanding of it. The understanding is Imam Shafi'i says, this is the sunnah, but the sunnah is only a book, hadith. There is a difference between hadith and sunnah. The hadith is the compilation, the actual books. But the sunnah is what's in the books and how it's understood. But you need the tradition to give it, to transfer it from generation to generation, because it lacks the wisdom. يعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة. He teaches them the book and the wisdom. Without that wisdom, you can't understand. Very important. That's why Allah referred to those who just repeat what's in the books without understanding. Those who just carry the books, they just repeat what's in them, but they don't understand why those verses were revealed. He said, it's like the donkey who carries tomes. You put hundreds of books on a donkey, it won't benefit him. So the understanding is to relate between the text, the revelation, and of course the reality. And that's where wisdom comes in, to balance and be able to bring the text so you manifest the will of Allah. And of course you follow the Prophet Muhammad, you establish Islam, but your reality, you're not compromising the text for the reality. No, you make your reality work with the text in a way that is practical. And this is why in our tradition we have many precedents to show us, precedents from the time of Prophet, his companions, and the time of course, the tabi'un and the scholars, the four imams, Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, and Imam Ahmad, may Allah be pleased with them. So if you don't have a scholar in your area that you trust, and don't be suspicious of everybody. Nobody is perfect, that's number one. Your imam that you trust in your jama'ah, if you live in any place, any state or any province or any country, have a reference. That scholar, you be in touch with him, because that scholar could give you an answer and another scholar would give you a different answer. So you need to stick to one way, because following a madhab is a good thing, because you have a methodology. I'm not saying it is, mandatory in a way that is like a salat, but it is the best way to follow the deen of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you follow a reference. So if you follow Shafi'i in a country where they follow Imam Shafi'i or Imam Abu Hanifa, stick to that. Don't confuse things. And of course, if there is a dalil and you have a proof, go discuss it with your scholar and say, I don't understand why this, because people ask the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and they wanted to understand, and nothing wrong with that. But you don't ask to argue or just to set a score. This is the problem when vanity comes in, when pride, when show off comes, is actually, it kills the beauty and the innocence of what this religion is all about, that purity that the companions had. So have a reference, ask a question, and do your research, but not only in the internet, because internet, yeah, it might have a lot of good things, but be careful, it might have a lot of misleading things. So that's why I can tell you, the Prophet ﷺ said that beautiful hadith, and I feel like he's speaking to us. He says, إِنَّكُمْ فِي زَمَنٍ كَثِيرٌ عُلَمَاؤُهُ قَلِيلٌ خُطَبَاؤُهُ. You are in a time, he's talking to his companions, there are many people who know, but few who dare to speak. من ترك عشر دينه فقد هلك. Whoever leaves 10% of his deen will perish. وسيأتي زمان, and I believe this is our time, كثير خطباؤه قليل علماؤه, where there will be many people who dare to speak, many khatib, many speakers. قليل علماؤه, only few who really understand. Whoever sticks to his 10% of his deen will be saved, or as Prophet ﷺ said in this good hadith. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us all. None of us is perfect, to follow what is right, and may Allah bring the beauty of Islam to be seen by the world, rather than seeing foolish acts here and there representing and making or putting themselves as the face of Islam. This is the challenge we have in the age of spread of information and access to all kinds of things, but unfortunately media like always to promote negative things. And may Allah bring everybody back to the straight path. Ameen. وصلى اللهم وسلم وبارك على محمد والسلام عليكم.